Hi, so my name is Mayra Villegas, and I'm an artist, but also I am a art conservation technician. So I work in art conservation. I'm from Baldwin Park, California, and I studied art history during my undergrad, and it was during this time that I learned about art conservation, and I was really interested in it, and I decided like maybe I should, you know, have this as a career option, and that's kind of where everything started from, like, my interest in conservation. I'm currently working on two pieces right now. One of them is a set of 3 chairs, and I'm working on one right now, and the chair is from the 1800s. And the other project is it's a vase, but I'm working on the top part of the vase. It's like a lid, and the artist is Rosalind DeLille. And so I'm reconstructing the top and repairing some of the damages.
Can you tell me a little bit about the process that you're doing to these pieces?
Yeah, so for the chairs, since they are really old and they've gone through a lot, there's a lot of leather damage, a lot of wood damage basically from insects and just like the natural process of aging. So I've had to consolidate the leather and the wood as well, and I've had to do a lot of fills, just to get rid of the insect damage stuff, and at the end just paint a layer with acrylic and just to match the surrounding areas and stuff. Yeah, and with the lid, it's also kind of the top is broken, so I'm reconstructing that part that's broken, and so I'm using just different material to sculpt that part, and also in the end I'm gonna have to paint it to match the surrounding areas and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
Can you tell me a little bit about the tools and techniques that you use for this?
Yeah, so the number one rule in conservation is to use materials that are reversible. We never want anything that's permanent. So for the wood fills for the chair, I'm using what's called cellulose powder, which is, I guess, a plant and wood fiber. And so I mix that with the adhesive, which is called Aquazol, and that has some of the adhesive properties as well as ethanol and stuff. And I mix those two along with some pigment, and I use a spatula and I fill the wood with that. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite techniques that you like to use?
Techniques.
Or challenging ones?
Challenging ones? Well, it definitely is always a challenge to find the right color, especially if something is really old. There's so many colors in one area, so that's definitely the hardest, getting it right.
What motivates you to do your job, and why?
What motivates me to do my job? Well, it is a very fulfilling job in the sense that you get to work on objects that no one gets to touch, and you just see behind a case, so that's really great to be handling those things and then bringing something back to life, and it's together, and so that's always great, to do and stuff. So I find a lot of fulfillment in that. Yeah.